Hey guys, welcome back to Bushes on the Trail. I'm Al, and this time Christy and I are in Ashland, Kentucky, and we're taking on the Charles and Betty Russell Park Trail. Now, this is about a 2-mile trail located in the city of Ashland next to Central Park. It's not far away. Not a lot of people typically know about this trail. We had a hard time finding it on all trails. I actually had to download the map so we could find this trail. It's a pretty nice trail, about 2 miles long, and you should like it, so I hope you stick around. And here we go, the Charles and Betty Russell Park hiking trail. Soft and muddy. We are going to follow the orange blazes to start off. There are several different blazes you can follow. And the orange is a 1.2 mile loop. It goes this way. And there's some nice views of downtown Ashland. King's Daughters Medical Center. Well, a little over 2/10 of a mile in, we've already had to hop over 3 trees. Quite a bit of blowdowns after the recent snowstorms and ice storms in this area. So far, trail is in pretty decent shape considering all the snow, ice, and rain we've had in the last 10 days. So far, fairly impressed. It would be a lot nicer out here once you get some green leaves on the trees and the forest fills in a little bit. But so far, so good. Now here's a junction where you can cut it short and cut off the orange trail to the blue one. We're continuing on the longer orange trail. And that is just under a quarter of a mile in, almost 3/10 of a mile in where you see that junction. All right, Watch your step through here. Had to bushwhack through some down trees. So, whew, that was tough. You can see off in the distance, bushwhacking through some down trees. And views of downtown Ashland as the Orange Trail tries to basically like a switchback and heads back towards the actual trailhead. It's about a little lower in elevation. All right, about 3/4 of a mile in, you come to this junction, the Blue Trail, and go back up that way to get to the actual trailhead. Sort of cuts across the trail. We're continuing on. And we're walking up here, and I don't know if you can see them off in the distance. Some deer. I mean, they were right on the trail and we spooked them. Yeah, we were about 8 feet, 10 feet away from them as we came around a curve. Boom, there they were. And it's times like this you realize how devastating those ice storms back to back have been. There's a huge tree crossing the trail, and we'll have to see how we pass through this, if we do at all. Okay, down tree scramble, and here goes the blaze this way and back up the hill towards the road, I believe. We'll wait and see. Okay, if you just want to continue on the orange loop, you go left up the hill. But we are going to tie in the white loop, which goes up those stairs across the road over here. And we will come back this way to finish the orange loop later. So here we go. And this spot is about 1.2 miles in to the hike. So the orange loop is a little longer on our watches than what it actually says on the trail markers. And there are the steps we're going to climb to continue on to another trail. And you pass this on your way in. Here we are, right here across the bridge. We're going up here and do the white trail now. And as soon as we get up the hill, we go left or right and follow the white blaze. We are following the white blaze to the right. Okay, 1.43 miles into hike red. We'll cut across the trail. The white loop continues on the longer trail up here on the upper part. Breathing a little heavy, part of it is because negotiating the mud and the trees. Still be a pretty decent little exercising trail to this point. Even if it was drier and there weren't trees around, you could make pretty good time moving up and down the trail. It's fairly easy to follow, decently blazed. Just make sure you know which trails you want to follow before you get out here. All right, you see the white place? We just came up that hill. Fairly steep. We'll go to the right where the white and red meet. However, if you would have cut across the red, you would cut across this ridge line, it looks like, and avoided the steep downhill and uphill portion. That was a pretty decent climb. As you can hear, we're breathing fairly heavy. Good little pump up of the heart rate. But now we're heading back downhill towards the road. And once again, we missed the deer. They saw me put away the camera, then they bolted up through the woods. See if we can catch them.
One, two, three, four. 5. 5 of them.
Okay, a little under 1.9 miles, and you can see the bridge we're going to go back down and across. Hit the orange trail. The end of the white loop is right up here, and we will go back down the trail and connect with the steps and go back across. I think it's, I forget what the name of the road is. Ashland Avenue, maybe? Anyway, we go back across the road and hit the bridge, and then reconnect with the orange trail, and that'll take us back towards the actual main trailhead where we parked. All right, after crossing that bridge, we hit probably one of the steeper portions of the trail. Short-lived, but fairly steep. But so far so good. Again, this would be an excellent exercise trail. All right, we are just under 2.25 miles into our little hike, and we're coming up on the trailhead where we parked. Overall, a really nice trail. Taking into consideration the bad weather, and we had to bushwhack through a few trees, still a really nice hike. Okay, we are at the end of the trailhead, and overall really nice trail. About 2.25 miles for us. Again, we backtracked a few times for some video footage and to check out some deer, but overall a very nice trail, especially for being in downtown Ashland. We would highly recommend, if you're here, to check out this trail. It's a pretty nice one.
Now, the residents of the city of Ashland, Kentucky are very fortunate to have 2 really nice hiking trails in town. The first one is the Iron Ore Trail, which we've already done a video on. Here are bushes on the trail. And the second one is obviously the one we're doing now, the Charles and Betty Russell Park Trail. But on top of that, they have this really nice river walk along the Ohio River. So if you're in Ashland, Kentucky, check out both hiking trails and then finish it off with a nice little stroll next to the Ohio River. In In the middle of Ashland, Kentucky, only a quarter-mile walk from Central Park and located on approximately 20 acres on a hillside off of Ashland Avenue, the Charles and Betty Russell Park Trail was developed to help promote exercise and physical activity for Ashland area residents. Opening in 2014, the series of short trails allows outdoor exercise enthusiasts several options to create a trail length to suit their own needs. Now, there are a few spots where you can catch glimpses of downtown Ashland from the trail. However, this trail was not necessarily designed with the goal of providing majestic views to its visitors. This is a very nice trail with several ups and downs that can get your heart rate going and provide you with an exercising opportunity outside of the more crowded downtown Central Park area. So if you're in downtown Ashland, Kentucky and looking for a quick escape into the wilderness, then this trail can offer you a nice little walk in the woods.
All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Like I said, it's a nice trail, about 2 miles. We're actually very fortunate here in the tri-state area, especially for the city of Ashland, to have 2 trails. The Armco Trail, which is just outside the city limits, and this Charles and Betty Russell Park Trail, which is next to King's Daughters Medical Center and the actual Central Park. Really nice trails, great for the area of Ashland, Kentucky, and if you're here, you ought to check them out. And please, if you don't mind, let us know what you thought of these trails. If you've been on them or going on them in the future, please leave a comment below. Also, please don't forget to give us that thumbs up. It really helps us out here on the channel. And remember, you can follow us on Bushes on the Trail on Facebook and on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our other walks in the woods. Thanks for watching.